April 16th, I had an opportunity to leave work at lunchtime and meet my buddy Larry down at the river to get in a couple of quick hours of walleye fishing. Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Hey, this is an episode you're not going to want to miss. In this episode, we're going to talk about how we grabbed a quick lunchtime limit of walleye. We're going to hear from my good friend Lance Valentine. He's going to talk about some of the misconceptions of Detroit River walleye fishing and walleye fishing in general. By the end of this short trip, we had the productive drift narrowed down to about 120 yard drift. We made that drift 4 or 5 times and had a quick limit. That one. Yeah, I still got him. Buddy Jeremiah's working out real good, man. Good. Good kid. Yeah.
Sweetums! Gotta love it.
This little fella's sexually active.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Got him, Tim?
trying to film the whole thing. We gotta film it. Yeah, I had an invite to go last Saturday and I had heard the nice feeling.
Snack time.
Sixth grade males.
That one?
Yeah.
I got it. Okay?
'Stinger's gonna stay in them. Stinger's buried. Five minutes into our first drift, we were fortunate enough to stumble across an aggressive school of fish. We spent the next 2 hours repeatedly drifting over that small group of fish until we limited out.
That one? That feels like a good one.
Tied back up, boys. 3 apiece. Another keeper male. It makes 10. That color. But I've switched around colors a little bit. And my limit fish is on that color.
Oh, no kidding. Oh. What do you want me to net it?
I'll tell you in a second. Well, he's got to be fine.
No, I got it.
Yeah, he's fine. Now you guys are on the program. Holy smokes.
Oh, that's 14, isn't it? You need one more?
Yeah.
That's it. 15.
15?
Yep.
All right.
Good job, gentlemen. Got him?
I gotta get up there if I'm gonna do that.
Boom. Good job, fellas.
Nice quick lunchtime limit.
That was fun.
Hey, so Lance, like we were talking about a little bit ago, what do you think are the biggest misconceptions among walleye anglers?
You know, we're down here on Detroit River. You know, we were talking quite a bit. You know, walleye spawning. We talk about water temperature. A lot of guys get sucked into a certain water temperature being right, and you know, the water temperature may be that on the surface, but it's definitely not that 10, 15 feet below the surface. Right. So, you know, when walleye spawn, how long that spawn takes. You know, we know that, you know, we're catching, I stay down here till the 3rd week of May on Detroit River. We're catching fish that are right in the process of spawning, even some pre-spawn fish, all the way through that last, you know, that 3rd week of May, right? So the spawn isn't a one-time event with a single water temperature that says that's it and it's over. There's so many other factors to that. You know, the other thing is on the Detroit River, you know, you have to use live bait. That's a big misperception. We've talked about that. You know, I haven't bought live bait in 11 years, right? You know, we're fishing all plastics, and different sizes, shapes, and styles of plastics make a big difference on what we're going to catch. And some days the shape makes a big difference more than the color does. So not having to use live bait is another one. You know, the biggest one that we see, we talked about open water fishing, Saginaw Bay and those types of places. People think that walleyes have to live in cold water, they have to live on the bottom, they have to be in hard bottom, they don't like the sun, and that's totally untrue. So I think if I could tell somebody about misconceptions, understand that walleyes need to be where the bait is. They need to be where the food is. In a river, that's going to be close to the bottom because it's the slowest current. In a lake, that's going to be depending on the kind of bait. So if you have shiners, if you have shad, if you have alewives, those bait fish all feed on plankton. Summertime, the water gets warm, the plankton all goes to the surface, the fish all go to the surface. The walleyes aren't on the bottom. Understand what walleyes need to eat, understand where that food is. You're going to catch a lot more walleyes no matter where you go. Also understand that walleyes are a high-end predator fish. Put your finger in their mouth. You bass fish, right? Try to lip plant a walleye, right? They eat whatever they want. They are top-end predators, so they're going to be where the food is, and they're going to live where that food is. They will eat anything. They're not going to live in 30 feet of water, swim up to 5 feet of water to feed, and go back to 40 feet to rest. If the food's in 5 feet, they'll be there. Understand what kind of bait lives in your lake, understand how current, water temperature, wind moves that bait. Go fish there, you're gonna catch a lot of fish just fishing where the bait is, even not understanding anything about walleye fishing.
So if the bait fish they're after are pelagic fish, they're gonna move around bait.
Absolutely, you know, open water fishing, and we see it a lot because one of the worst things that can happen if you're an open water angler is you get a wind. Because and again, misconception, everybody thinks, well, you know, we want a walleye chop, we want a little bit of overcast. In summertime, you don't, especially if you have shad or shiners in your lake, because what happens as the water gets hot and flat and calm, the plankton all gathers in spots. The bait all gather in spots. It's easy pickings for a walleye. Now you get a wind, you get that perfect walleye chop, it breaks all that up. Now we gotta go searching again. You know, we have been on a pot of fish for 7 days and the wind blows, and some people think, wow, perfect walleye conditions. I got a little bit of wind, I got no sun. Great. No, bad, because now all those pods of fish are broken up. So instead of having 1,000 walleyes in a spot, we have 10 here and 10 here and 10 here, so it becomes a lot different. Pelagic bait fish create walleyes that school up in very, very specific areas and are easy to catch, but it also creates a situation where they move. You gotta stay on them with your sonar, and bad weather for me in open water fishing is wind breaks those pods up and it makes it a whole lot tougher to find those fish again and get back on them.
Very, very cool. Brother, I appreciate you spending a little time with me today.
My pleasure.
I will catch you in June on Saginaw.
I can't wait for that. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, brother.